If you're afraid your ex will turn the child against you in a divorce, you're not being dramatic, you're being human. In family law circles, we call this parental alienation, and it can be a serious situation. But there is a way to respond that helps your relationship instead of inflaming your case. Today, I'll show you a calm, step-by-step plan to protect your bond without turning your relationship into a battleground. You don't need big accusations. You need steady facts, simple rituals, and clean communication. And when it's time, the right professionals. I'm Annette Sanchez, a Florida family law attorney, guardian at Litem, and former prosecutor for the Florida Department of Children and Families. I help parents protect their kids, protect their rights, and keep the process as low conflict as possible. Here's what we'll cover in this video. First, how to spot and rule out. We'll separate a bad day or week from a concerning pattern. Second, how to strengthen your bond without putting your child in the middle. Third, how to build evidence courts trust with short logs and clean judge-ready messages. Fourth, when to bring the pros and the tools, like parenting coordination, a guardian at Litem, therapists and psychologists, call window agreements, and more. By the end, you'll have the framework for a 30-day behavior log, 2 bond-building rituals, a 3-sentence message you can send tonight, and a measured way to involve professionals if needed. Because I know what it can look like at home. Your child comes back from the other parent's house distant, repeating adult phrases that don't sound like them. Your calls get blocked or forgotten. Visits are canceled last minute with vague explanations. You feel the ground shifting under your feet and you're tempted to fight fire with fire. But pause. Labels and battles rarely help. What helps is clarity, because Florida courts really do care about whether a parent supports the child's relationship with the other parent and whether the parenting plan keeps kids safe and stable. So do a quick self-check. What's your first instinct when your child seems distant? Panic and confront, or step back and observe? Because not every cold shoulder from your child is evidence of alienation. Kids will naturally cycle through emotions. One off day or week is not a pattern, but you should be ruling out safety concerns. If there is domestic violence, coercive control, or substance abuse, your steps are different. Protect first and get legal guidance. A safety concern changes the plan. But if safety isn't the issue, look for behavioral red flags that happen consistently over time, not in a single moment. Here are some examples of behaviors to watch for. Calls or video chats are regularly blocked, forgotten, or closely monitored by the other parent. Your time sharing gets displaced by avoidable conflicts again and again. Your child repeats adult talking points or legal arguments beyond their age. Affection for you is punished or mocked. The child is asked to keep secrets. Or your child is used as a messenger or asked for things we call loyalty tests. Seeing or hearing these things can be scary, but we need to replace fear and anxiety with neutral tracking. I know it's not as easy as it sounds, but for the next 30 days, keep a 1-page behavior log where each entry gets 4 quick lines. The date and the event. Keep it just the facts, like normal Wednesday call with Sam didn't happen. 2, 1 line on the impact it had on the child, like Sam didn't want to talk about it when I picked him up. Number 3, your neutral response. That could sound like sent co-parent a text asking what happened, offered a time for makeup call. Number 4, then your proof. That could be a screenshot or your text to the other parent. Keep it brief, no venting, no motives or blaming. You're building clarity, not a manifesto. Now, just think about last week. Were there any moments that made you worry? Can you describe them in 4 neutral lines without using emotional words? And while it can be hard, don't interrogate your child about the other home. Validate their feelings and move on. You want to be the safe harbor, not the cross-examiner, because you can't control what's said in the other person's house, but you can control the quality and predictability of your time with your kids. The best antidote to them drifting is more quality contact, not more courtroom content. So think about how you can add 2 kid-safe rituals to your routine. Here's 2 examples. Ritual 1 could be the same time check-ins. It could be as simple as 10 minutes at a predictable time, like after dinner on Tuesdays, for example. No heavy topics, just ask about school, a friend, or a hobby. Ritual 2, a quick connection after activities. Have you heard of 2 roses and a thorn? This is a simple framework you can use after a sports game or other activity. 2 good things, 1 hard thing. They don't have to be deep, they just need to be consistent. Put both on your calendar. Keep them sacred. A ritual that always happens builds trust in a way that arguments never will. So what are 2 small rituals you can start this week at a time that works for both of you? What will feel neutral and not forced? One of the other most consistent things in your child's life will also be school, so use it. Show up for conferences, check the portal, attend the concert or the game. It's not just about being seen, it's about being present in the parts of your child's life that matters most to them. And only talk about your home. Don't counter message the other parent. If your child says, "Mom says you don't care," or "Dad says you're controlling," don't attack back. Say, "I'm sorry you had to hear that. I love you. I'll be at your game on Saturday like always." Then make sure to be there. Reliability beats rebuttals. And if your child seems guarded, give them space, but keep the ritual. You don't have to talk long. "I'm just checking in because I love you." Over time, gentle consistency melts a lot of ice. But if your steady efforts aren't resolving the patterns, you can involve neutral professionals to protect your bond, not to punish your co-parent. One strategy is a parenting coordinator. It's a child-focused, court-connected process that helps resolve day-to-day disputes and reduces direct conflict. Coordinators can structure call windows, confirm exchanges, and keep the adult on a predictable path. The next would be a guardian ad litem. A guardian ad litem is a neutral investigator appointed by the court to look at the child's best interests. They can speak with parents, schools, and providers, and make recommendations that help the court understand what will keep your child stable and connected. And if alienation did happen, you could get therapeutic support. Child therapy or reunification therapy can be guided by clinicians and, when necessary, court orders. But if it comes to this, it's important that you don't coach your child about what to say. Let professionals set the pace and goals so the intervention is about healing, not proving your case. But ultimately, you want to be able to handle this between you and your co-parent. And sometimes just making small agreements can help. You can ask for clear call windows, for example, nightly between 7:30 and 7:45, and give your co-parent the same when your child is with you. Now, let's answer some of the most common questions I get asked, both as an attorney and a guardian ad litem. What if my child refuses calls or visits? Meet them with compassion, not pressure. Keep the invitation open and predictable. I'll call at 7:30 like always. You can just say hi if you want. If avoidance persists, raise it with your coordinator, guardian ad litem, or therapist, and follow their guidance. What if the other parent badmouths me? Don't rebut point for point. Correct the record with action. Show up. Stay calm. Be reliable. With your child, use one sentence. "I'm sorry you had to hear that. I love you." What if I slip and vent by text? Repair quickly. "I shouldn't have said that. For Charlie, let's keep messages to times and plans. Are you okay with 6 p.m. Friday pickup at the school office?" Admitting when you're wrong and making the fix can go a long way in keeping communication healthy. What if nothing changes after a month of logs and reports? That's when your tidy record pays off. Share the packet with your attorney and request coordination or a guardian ad litem. This is when therapeutic intervention may be needed. You can ask for a call window, school-anchored exchanges, response time rules, and makeup time. You've shown you tried. Now you're asking for structure. What if safety becomes a concern? If there's ever violence, coercive control, or substance abuse, pause and call your attorney. Safety comes first. Now to recap. Here's the plan in one breath. Spot the behavior and rule out. Don't lead with a label. Rule out safety. Track behaviors, not motives, for 30 days on one page. Strengthen the relationship. Add 2 predictable rituals and anchor to school. Reliability beats rebuttals. Build evidence courts trust. Keep a care log and send clear messages inside a co-parenting app or clean email thread. Bring in the pros and tools. If the pattern persists, ask for a parenting coordinator, a guardian ad litem, or therapists. Set call windows. Use school-anchored exchanges and response time rules, and schedule makeup time for missed contact. This approach protects your child, supports healthier relationships, and shows any third party, like a judge, that you are the steady child-first parent. Now, if you want help making all your messages short, neutral, and court-ready, download my free co-parenting communication checklist. Inside, you'll find copy-ready phrases that follow the 3-sentence report template, and micro-agreements like call windows, response time rules, school-anchored exchanges, and makeup time. You can copy and paste into your parenting plan. Parents tell me it helps turn rage texting into cool, court-friendly communication. The link is in the description, so grab it before you send your next message. And if you'd like a Florida-specific plan to protect your bond, something tailored to your child's age, your routines, your co-parenting reality, my team at Annette Sanchez Law can help. We build child-first parenting plans, install communication systems that actually work, and guide you step by step with calm, practical counsel. In our next video, we'll tackle the financial side of co-parenting. We'll cover shared expenses, school costs, communication rules, and the documentation that lowers conflict and keeps your child's world steady. In the meantime, I'm Annette Sanchez. Thank you for choosing clarity over chaos. Your child doesn't need you to win a shouting match. They need your steady love and your predictable routine.